TYFU.
Bethany.
I'm Marilla. Nice of you to join us.
Thanks. I thought about just
Blowing the whole thing off.
But, you know.
I hear your babies are upset with you.
Yeah, they got poked. Now's the part where we get canceled because I'm getting my children vaccinated.
Okay, well, that's going to divide our audience.
Nice. Well, it lasted. But yes, they got poked. One in each leg. Mm-hmm. So 2 sore legs.
Mm-hmm.
And
so they won't be walking today.
They won't be walking today at 4 months. But they were fine and dandy and giggling and happy. And my husband and I were both looking at each other like, oh my God, this time around, it's so easy. They're not even upset at all. They're so good. It's because they're bigger. They're older. Mm-hmm. And then exactly at 4:30 when I went to leave, the screams like none you've ever heard before.
I feel bad for them.
Began. Mm-hmm. And she's asleep. By the time I left, she's asleep. But I thought it might be not the best mother move to like leave the second the screaming started. So I waited to calm her down a little bit. And then I left for the podcast.
Mm-hmm. And the show must go on.
Must go on. And Dot has to understand this. Mm-hmm. No, she's okay. She's in Dad's loving arms, and great grandmother is pleased to be there as well. So
nice.
We're in good shape.
Well, I'm glad you could make it, and share with me any Today in Retails that you might have, if you have any.
Oh gosh. Okay. It's not directly Today in Retail, but
adjacent.
It's adjacent.
Okay.
So the other day, I'm buzzing around doing a million things, working on a million businesses, and I get a text from a family friend who I love. And you know how you see the preview, like the first half
mm-hmm.
of the text?
Mm-hmm.
I look at the preview of the text, and the text reads, "Hi, Marilla. We're touring Germany, and we're visiting Hitler's home, and this made me think of you." ...
I'm trying to picture all the things that could be at Hitler's home.
And I, of course, stopped everything that I was doing, and I immediately opened that message to find it was a photograph of beautiful blue cornflowers sprouting out of the harsh pavement. And thank God, not a portrait of, Hitler. Mm-hmm. My worst fears.
I saw this guy with this mustache, and it looks just like you.
I thought there was a striking resemblance while I was walking the halls of Hitler's childhood home. No, so thank God. I breathed a sigh of relief. It was simply the cornflower blue that mm-hmm. reminded her of me, which is, of course, very important to Marilla's Mindful Supplies. It is our brand color, the signature blurple, signifying resilience, beauty, stick-to-itiveness.
World domination.
That all just goes together. So yeah, it was a bit of a scare today in mm-hmm. retail. Today in retail, I got a bit of a scare, but thanks, Megan. I really appreciate it. It was a really sweet message. I just wish it all could have showed up at one time.
All right. Well, that's a good one. I don't think I have any Todays in Retail this.
We shared a previous Today in Retail on Threads, and it had quite a few.
Apparently it's going great guns.
Yeah, it had quite a few hits about the woman who was certain that you changed your phone number.
Yeah, that was an ordeal. Should I tell that one?
No, you hadn't. Yes, you had. Right. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I don't know if I'll do it the justice of when I wrote that Today in Retail.
The perfectly crafted.
Yeah, that was right after it had happened.
Right.
And so it was fresh in my mind. And then you shared it on Threads just recently, but it happened quite a while ago. Anyways, about noon o'clock one day, I was in the store and a woman came in. She was really irritated, frustrated with me.
That's a great way to start.
She said that she had been calling the store all morning, and she's now downtown. She sees I'm open. I must have opened late. No, I didn't.
Of course.
Well, then your machine must not be working. Yes, it is. and sort of very accusatory towards me.
Right. Like you didn't open, you took your phone off the hook just so that she
would be inconvenienced. So I explained that I had been there all morning and that people had called and I had spoken to people on the phone. And that as far as I know, the answering machine was working because I had messages when I came in. So
one would
didn't know
assume.
what the issue was.
Right.
And how did this go exactly?
I believe she said that you changed your number. You must have changed your number.
No, I said to her, maybe you called the wrong number.
Oh, yes.
And she said, I did not call the wrong number. I have your number memorized. And she rattled it off. And I said, that's not our number. And she's like, yes, it is. And I was like, no, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. And she said, well, why is this in my phone then? And she brings up her screen and she shows me the wrong number.
The wrong number?
And I said,
number?
I don't know. And she's like, well, that used to be your number. And I was like, no, it wasn't. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. She said, you must have changed your phone number. And I
didn't.
For the past, 12, 14 years, I've had the same phone number.
Bless.
And she was really incredulous that I must have changed it. And there was no possible way
that she had
it wrong because she'd always called that number and it always worked before. So I then was like, how can I get out of this conversation? Because it's been going on for way too long. Yeah, I am in prison. So I said, you know what must have happened? Maybe I told you the wrong number.
Oh,
and
course.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you for understanding.
Yeah. Thank you for understanding. And there was a little bit more back and forth. I guess I do have to refer people to threads because I don't remember all the details off the top of my head. But
that's the gist of it.
But that's the gist of it. And I had to just apologize for her having the wrong number.
It's a great example of the customer might not always be right, but it might be right to just
let them have it.
Just let them have it.
Yeah. I did see some comments on the threads, and I try not to read the comments.
They were pretty good this time. They were pretty good.
For the most part. But there's people who were like, why did you treat her nicely?
Oh, my God. Yes, I saw this.
Did you see a couple of those?
I think people are hot right now. It's summer. People
Literally,
are sweaty.
I'm hot right now in the Red Room recording studio.
People are sweaty. They're grumpy.
I don't think they understand customer service. Sometimes you just have to nod and smile, and you just have to take one on the chin for the customers.
Right. At the risk of alienating any of our fans on threads, there was one in particular that it read something like, I can't believe you would entertain this idiot. And I'm like, okay.
Was I supposed to do? Call her an idiot and throw her out of the store? Is that better?
All right. Okay. Everybody's brave online. Okay.
But it sometimes comes back to, is that going to help my business?
Right.
What helps my business? It's being nice kind to this woman so she comes back.
Right.
And how does it help to humiliate her? Just like let her have it. Tell her the new number.
She's got you too.
She convinced me.
Yeah. Tell her the new number and move on with your day. Yeah, that's how you could entertain that kind of conversation. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. How could you even bear to have this conversation? Why would you waste your time with this conversation? Because it's not wasting my time. Hopefully you're paying yourself for your time.
It's all part of it, though.
Yeah.
It's all part of it.
Come on.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Thank you for your support, though. Sorry to interrupt you. Thank you for your very angry support guy on threads.
True.
Who wants me to not waste my time on this conversation. But please see why I made this decision.
Yeah, you could send her flowers at Stomping Grounds if you want. You could. Make her day. If you're that concerned about Bethany. Send
41 Seneca Street, Geneva, New York. That's where all the fan mail goes.
That's right. That's right.
Marilla, if I was looking for a fun vintage outfit, where would I go?
Well, I got to tell you, Beth, I found a fabulous watermelon-colored jumpsuit.
I've seen that jumpsuit. I have a picture of you in that jumpsuit because it looks so fabulous. I'm like, stop, let me get my phone out and snap a couple.
I got that watermelon jumpsuit at a place called Total Recall in Geneva, New York.
Oh, owned by Cassie.
Yes, it is a very intriguing shop.
It is a very intriguing shop. Like when you walk in,
there is a tentacle.
There's a tentacle. sprouting out of the ceiling.
And a desk.
And like a little haunted office space.
A spooky little bookshelf that slides out of the way.
And once you slide that bookshelf out of the way,
you might find a watermelon jumpsuit.
Exactly right. And so much more.
She has dresses. She has a great selection of like jeans and pants, which I think are very hard to find in the thrifted world, and vintage blankets and Afghans.
And toys and knickknacks and books that you won't find in any other shop. I can tell you that for sure. Last time I was there, I performed a hex at the hexing station and bought 3 stickers.
Oh, how delightful.
Also went into the back room.
The retail space isn't even the half of it.
Right. In the back, there's a room full of board games
that you can rent out.
Yes.
With your friends. Picture this. You don't want to clean your house, but you really want to play a game of Clue.
Yeah. Or anything else.
Anything else.
Dozens and dozens and dozens of board games there.
You can head down to Total Recall, rent the space for an hour or 2, and have a game night with your friends. There's a jungle room that has lava lamps and metallic walls.
Yes.
Yeah, you could really get like 70s, like, ooh, wow, have that kind of a party.
And then
we can't ignore it any longer.
This is my favorite part, though, personally.
There's an arcade, which you might have detected because Kelly Walker will not stop playing pinball in the background.
Yeah, it's a good time. And you can spend a lot of time there and not spend a whole lot of money.
Yeah, it's something for everybody. You don't have to be 18 plus to go. You can bring your kids. It's a great space for the community.
Yeah, it's so unique. It's so different. It's visionary, really.
Yeah.
And Cassie is a visionary, doing a great job over there, and we're lucky to have her in our community. I should mention this. Last year, I got my kid a gift certificate.
Ooh.
Right? Because she loves to thrift there and play the games and hang out. So gift certificates available.
Check out Total Recall in Geneva, New York. All right, do we have an envelope?
We do. Okay. Are you ready to rip it? I have no idea whose turn it is. Let's have Kelly do it this time.
Kelly, do that.
All right, and the topic, Marilla,
is...
What is it?
Can you read it from there?
Changing of the guard.
Changing of the guard.
Yeah, and we have a guest.
We do. A fan
exciting. Favorite. The first guest of season 4.
That's true. Drum roll.
Drum roll. Let's go.
Get to it, Kelly. Do that.
And welcome, John.
Welcome,
from
John.
Bostrom Farms. Back
Welcome
again.
Back. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
How are you this fine day?
I'm good.
Happy to be back in the studio?
Happy to be back. Happy to find out that I'm a fan favorite. That was cool. I just found out this now. So.
Don't tell all the other fan favorites, but today it's
try
all
to keep
you.
it to myself.
Yeah. No, your episode did great. People loved it. Death was John's
Actually,
episode.
Famously one of my favorites. Truly one of my favorites.
And she is our biggest fan.
It was called Meat Club.
Meat Club
is the title for everybody who's going to scroll right to that episode after listening to this one.
Exactly.
John was here for Meat Club, and that was about customers passing away and how that feels and how we handle it.
Yeah, it was a very popular episode, and we did get a lot of feedback from people with their own stories. So, as ever, send in your stories if you're feeling compelled. John often compels people, so send them in.
John, the topic is changing of the guard. Can you remind our listeners where you worked, where you work, and why we've invited you onto this episode?
All right. So I worked as the general manager of Bostrom Farms, Butchershop and Smokehouse in Stanley, New York. And I currently still work as the general manager of Bostrom Farms, Butchershop and Smokehouse in Stanley, New York.
And what exactly do you do over at Bostrom Farms? I mean, do you still harvest your own product?
Yes. So we source. So for the last few years, we've sourced local pork and beef from local farmers. And, business as usual. We're still doing exactly that.
Mm-hmm. And you say still because you have new ownership, right?
Yes. So if you're on social media, you may have seen.
Oh, I saw
that,
your cheeky videos. I saw them.
So, yeah, you may have seen an announcement that Kevin and Jill Bostrom were retiring and wrapping things up with Bostrom Farms.
Right.
And there was a lot of interest in that, which led to us still existing today under new ownership.
Initially, there was a lot of devastation and
gnashing
horror.
of teeth.
Yes, wringing of hands.
It was pretty flattering. It was we knew some people would be bummed out.
Yeah.
But like within the first hour, we were like calling each other like, "Are you seeing these reactions?"
Right.
So it was, it's sad to, but it was also kind of, like I said, flattering. Like it was nice to see that it affected people so much. I guess.
Right. You really, in those moments, you really get a snapshot of what your impact is on the community. Because, unfortunately, too often people wait until you're closing to let you know, oh my God, I love you so much. Which is a lot of times too little, too late. Just for the record.
Yeah.
For the record. If you're feeling that way about your favorite butcher near you, go in and spend money and tell them how much you love them.
Now while they're alive. Yes. Support living artists.
Don't wait till support living artists. Don't wait till they say that they're retiring to go in and support. But it's always nice.
Yeah.
You
So you announced the closing.
Right.
And the community went crazy. Like, oh my God, we love Bostrom so much.
Yeah.
We were all quite alarmed to be losing Bostrom. And let me ask you a couple questions about this important moment in time. Did you see it coming at all? Did you have much warning?
Yes and no, I guess. So obviously people at some point need to retire.
Yes.
And
true. I've heard.
Theoretically.
So, a quote from Kevin Bostrom is, if I was 20 years younger, here are all of my ideas.
Right.
But, his wife, Jill, is from the South. A few years ago, they bought some land in Charleston with the intention of building a house there.
Stunning.
So they're doing that now. And
congratulations.
Kevin. Congratulations to Kevin and Jill. They're very excited. Kevin's daughter lives down there. He wants to be closer to his family. So at some point it had to happen. And quietly he kind of listed a butcher shop for sale.
Okay. I'm going to pause you right there because my husband stalks business listings for sale.
Oh, fascinating.
And he saw it quietly go up and he's looking at the numbers and he's like, doing the math, crunching the numbers. He's like, this is Bostrom. And I'm
well, so if you're looking for, the idea was if you're looking for a butcher shop,
which he was not, but he said that,
and
I said, John has to get it. John has to jump on it. Did you think about it when they quietly listed?
Yeah, so not when it was quietly listed, because it was kind of just to see, obviously if somebody comes in and they want to buy it and it works out, cool, because then the employees hopefully can stay on and it can just be a transfer, right? That's at least my understanding of how it would go. The name wasn't attached. It wasn't, a few people kind of had the idea of it. So, and there were some people interested, but maybe they were nosy. Who knows if they were actually interested. So then one day, it was a Saturday morning, and usually Kevin comes in Saturday mornings early. We talk about the week. We talk about the next week. And he wasn't there right in the morning. So he comes in a little bit later and he's, looked like he had something on his mind. So we go in the office and he's like, dude, I woke up at like 1 a.m. and I'm like, let's call it.
Oh, wow. Well, you were the first
that's
to know.
1 a.m. That's a 1 a.m.
Yeah. So
decision.
It was, try to figure out when it's going to be. Now we're in beginning of March at this point. So we don't want to quite do a month because it's April Fool's Day.
Oh,
So you don't want to say we're closing on April 1st.
Right. That's just, you're going to have to do it again the next day.
Yeah. So, so we told, some of the staff, we told my little brother, who's been there a long time.
Right.
And then the Tuesday we announced it, we told, Kevin came in and told the staff.
Wow.
A lot of emotions, but
yeah,
we're all very close.
Yeah.
So people were happy for him that
of
gets to do this, but also people were sad. Like, we have a lot of young employees that this was their first job, and they've been there for 5 years, 6 years. So it kind of was like a home to them.
Right.
Myself included, I've been there a long time. So that was like really the sad thing. Nobody was like, maybe we had like one guy that was newer that wasn't really.
Like, yes. No.
Well, no, one guy that's got to be the. But he had to worry about his own life, right? So that comes in.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly it was happy for Kevin, sad that this place is going to go away.
Right.
But now people know that Bostrom Farms is going away. So within that day, people were coming in to buy stuff and stock up. Like it went, we were nuts. But a lot of people came in looking for Kevin's phone number because they were interested in buying it.
Ooh. Don't they know that it's listed?
No, because they're probably not even thinking about it. They're not.
And you don't want to put
stalking the thing.
And you don't want to put the name on it because you don't want to say it's for sale, because then people already jump to conclusions or they assume things. So if they think the business isn't doing good and it's for sale, then maybe they don't want to do business with a business like that. So you have to really there's a lot of thought that has to go into it, but you want to be honest with people.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like I said, because I kind of forgot where we were going here.
It's all right. The story.
People need to retire. People, need to live their life and do what they want to do.
So the phone's ringing off the hook. That week, I had seen you at the Salvation Army. Do you remember this?
Yeah, it's a daily stop for me.
But I happened to be there that day. And I remember just bringing it up because it sort of was the elephant in the room, probably wherever you were going in the region at that time. People were asking you about the closing. And you mentioned to me, I think you had mentioned to me that you were getting job offers.
Yeah, a handful of us were actually. There were a lot of really cool local businesses that were like, hey, we love you guys and you all have a job here. More than one. Cool. And then there were, people that knew my little brother that were offering him things, customers that have known me since, 2021, and they were telling me to send them my resume with possible opportunities for me, doing something completely different. Because I always said that if Kevin didn't own Bostrom Farms, that I wouldn't work at Bostrom Farms.
Ooh.
Okay. This is gonna
mental note.
You had a plot twist in your own life then.
I did. Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll let you get back to the story. The phone's ringing off the hook with job offers and inquiries about the business being for sale. You have put a deadline, I think, of 2 weeks on the closure.
Yep.
Right?
It was quick. Quick.
Well, because we're dealing with a fresh product.
So true. I've closed things before, and I saw that timeline, and I thought, "Woo!"
Yeah. So it seems like that, but it's not.
But, right.
We can get so many pigs in, but the freezer inventory was going fast.
Right.
The fresh inventory was going fast. We ended up getting more pigs in from the farm we sourced from, just because of how busy we were.
Yeah.
We planned on not getting anything else in.
Right.
But people kept coming in and they wanted stuff.
Wow.
So we do freezer bundles.
Yeah.
And this might kind of tie over to a today in retail situation, but we do freezer bundles, and people were trying to stock up.
Yeah.
So you save money when you buy a bundle. We were still accepting freezer bundle orders. And I don't know how many we sold, maybe 50 in a week. And we have 7 employees.
Yeah.
Plus the store we're trying to keep full, plus restaurants that counted on us to,
Right.
so
Oh my
they
God.
had to figure it out. But so they were putting in larger orders to get them through
Yes.
while they could find another source. So, we ended up having to call people and either cancel their freezer bundle completely or swap things. And I had one lady. So this is the today in retail
Here we
portion
go.
of the
Okay.
show.
Here we go.
Ready.
So we had one lady, she, we called her, and I had one of the kids out front call her, and he gives me the phone. He's like, she's really upset. And she's like, I ordered this bundle ahead. I'm like, you did? Like, I'm sorry.
Totally.
She's like, so I should get this bundle. I said, well, there's no meat to put in your bundle.
We're closing.
We're closing.
Yeah. And she said, no wonder your business is closed. So
And no thanks to you,
meanwhile, our store is full
right.
with customers waiting on stuff.
Weeping and buying things.
Right.
And
I have 19 and 20-year-olds out there doing their best.
Fighting for their lives.
The line is super long. I've got people coming in to help out. So I hung up on this lady.
Ooh.
Yes. I love it.
And she immediately called back.
Dang it.
And she said, did you just hang up on me? And I said, look,
You were
I'm
like, "Who
trying
is
to
this?"
explain to you that we can't. And
Yeah.
once again,
Oh,
she starts
just-
going in. So I hung up on her again.
Oh, I love this.
She immediately went to our Facebook post
Oh my God.
that we announced. We did this post.
Right.
Everyone's commenting really nice things.
Yeah.
And I get a notification, and she posts this really nasty comment.
Nasty Graham.
So within like a minute, I deleted it.
Yes.
Blocked her from our Facebook.
Love that feature. Love that
And,
feature.
then I was getting calls from people like, hey, do you know this lady? She's posting on Facebook. So
Oh
let
my
her.
Lord. Let her go.
Let her do whatever she wants on her
Right.
Facebook. We can control what she does on ours.
Yeah. It's so
So-
true. Oh my God.
But yeah, so it was pretty chaotic.
That's bananas. Yeah. And in the midst of that, I mean, yeah, the positive outweighs the negative. But like, yeah, what are you going to do, lady? Go at this point in time, you're closing in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Go write a bad review.
Well, and I don't know if she wanted an empty box, then that's
Yeah.
what we could have done.
Yeah.
But if there isn't anything to put in your bundle,
girl.
we didn't take any money from you.
Yeah.
All we took was your name and number.
Exactly.
So we're calling you to tell you
That's
that we
a
can't do
whole-
this.
Yeah. You're fine. Thank you for understanding.
Hopefully she had time to reflect and
Yeah.
and maybe not, but
I've been in my time, I've had people, and more on the band, because you get more late night Facebookers on the band page, but I've had someone leave a nasty comment. I delete it. They're like, they leave the comment again. I delete it. And then they message me and they say, something's wrong with your Facebook. I can't comment.
well, what you have to do is you have to delete it and then block them and any future profiles they may create.
Right.
That's
if you're
the-
really thorough, yeah. But
Yeah.
there's something hilarious to me when they keep trying and it just keeps disappearing.
And then they check in with you for
And
tech
then
support.
they check in with you for tech support, and you're like, I don't know. What can you do? Facebook is crazy.
But that's not something we like to do.
No,
is block.
no.
But at that point, it's like, what is this? What is this lady getting from this?
No, it's not a potential customer.
Well,
anymore.
yeah, and whether if it was, I would rather her not be.
Right.
If somebody would like
Right.
that.
Break
Yeah,
up
because
with
It's
that
not, always,
person.
it's not always me to be there to deflect. It could be any of the other staff we've hired
Yes.
Right.
that don't really deserve to be talked to like that
No.
over
A box of meat.
exactly, which is a great box of meat. But there's bigger
Work it, John.
problems.
Work it, John.
There are bigger problems.
Clearly.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my God. That's bananas. Yeah. I can, it's amazing how fast it clears out. I can remember when we were closing down the health food store that I worked in, quiet for the most part, pretty normal traffic kind of a shop. And then the second you post your closing, it's like people are in with suitcases filling up on things that you're like, what? Where have you been? Like, what do you?
What were
do you
we? We were
mean?
selling. I forget. I think, there was something that we had at the end, like beef fat or like we had just the freezer filled with that and whole pork bellies. And people were coming in and that's all that we had.
Yeah. So
I mean, pork belly is great, but like, you'd have like a single 80-year-old woman coming in
and getting an entire
and just getting a, 15-pound pork belly out of the freezer.
Oh,
but
boy. Here's another slight tangent, but recently the long-standing Geneva business across the street from Stomping Grounds, next door to the flower shop, Super Casuals, announced that they were officially closing. It's been, I think, 47 years that that place has been in business. Ever since the pandemic, they no longer have an open storefront. They just do online orders. Mm-hmm. So it's been 6 years-ish now since they've had an open storefront. But still, on the regular, people will rattle their doors and then come across the street and ask me what's going on with Super Casuals. And I'll explain that they went online during the pandemic and they'll tell me how much they love that place. And I'm thinking to myself, it's been
6 years.
6 years since you've rattled their door.
Yeah.
At least 6 years.
Yeah. Of you just a long distance relationship.
So how much do you love it if you haven't realized that you haven't been literally down here supporting them?
I know. Time melts away, but you really, again, talking about letting the business know before they're closing, you really have to be cognizant of stopping into your favorite shops on a regular basis.
Preach.
I'm finished.
Anyway, John, back to your story. It's madness. You're selling pork belly because that's all you have to sell.
Pork liver. It got to a point where all the good stuff, it's all good stuff, but where the steaks and the chops were gone, like
most popular stuff went first, obviously.
People were just gnawing on gristle at this point.
They would take
Throw
anything.
me a bone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were all kind of mourning our ability to go to Bostrom, worried about John and his future. I know we were worried about John and his future. And then all of a sudden, I believe you did a cute little reel, didn't you? You did a cute little reel.
In real time. It was,
Tell us about that.
Is it still posted?
It is.
Oh, yeah. All right. Go to Bostrom Farms Facebook.
Or Instagram.
Yep, Instagram. Right. Maybe the TikTok. I'm not as up to date on the TikTok. That one's tough.
We're old, John.
But so a lot of people were interested in the business, and they would come in inquiring. And Chase and Amanda Brown own Tamberlane Farms in Canandaigua. And that is where, for the last year or so before Kevin and Jill retired, we were buying our local beef from. Now, there's some experts on Facebook that will claim that's not where we were getting our local beef from, but they're not the ones calling and ordering it every Monday.
Correct.
That would be me.
Yep.
So, and we did get that from Tamberlane Farms.
Maybe you have the wrong number, John.
Maybe
changed
so.
their number.
But so we were getting our beef from Chase and Amanda, and they have a great farm. They have a small little shop at their farm, and they're open Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 2, and they still are. Okay. So Bostrom Farms is closed on Sundays. So if you do need something in a pinch on a Sunday, definitely go and check them out.
All right.
But so they had talked with Kevin and Jill a little bit, and we're on the fence about it. So I got a text. We closed on a Saturday with our last day being open. The Friday, Chase Brown texted me and said, "Hey, can I chat with you quick?" So he came by. We talked for a little bit. And then, and I think I'm remembering all of this correctly, he's going to listen to this and be like, I didn't talk to you on a Friday.
Fire that guy.
But so then it was like the following Tuesday or something that him and his wife came by, and we had like a 2-hour conversation. And maybe it kind of ended with something along the lines of like, hey, if you stick around, we want to do this.
Right.
Because they know all about the farming aspect. They do a great job with raising the cattle, but they're still super new to the store side
and the retail. Yeah.
And it's a small business, but it's a big business in the way we're a USDA inspected facility. So we have a USDA inspector there every day.
Inspections are a big deal.
Then the state inspector comes once or twice a year.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of things that could be intimidating.
Yeah, and you don't know what you don't know when you're jumping in.
Exactly. So, if you're them and you go in and there's a team that has been doing it. So Kevin and Jill Bostrom, great, but we kind of handled a lot of the day-to-day stuff with their guidance big time.
Right.
But, so, they asked, if we open again in like a month or 3 weeks, whatever it was, are you pretty confident in that?
Yeah.
Yes. But I think we could all do it with our eyes closed at this point.
Yeah.
So, it was like Kevin and Jill were on vacation at this point. And now this is where. Oh my
God. So you sold it without Kevin?
Well, yeah, Kevin wishes, because so they had already planned this vacation. It wasn't like close, go on vacation. One of the other reasons we closed when we did is because after the 14th was, I think, our last, it was April 14th, they had already had a trip they had to go on. I was going to visit an old teacher in Florida the following week.
Okay.
So it was like, there's so many things telling us to close on April 14th.
Right.
Now, this should debunk people that think this was the plan all along. Kevin and Jill were on vacation going back and forth with Chase and Amanda on the final details of the sale.
And let me tell you, that's no joke. It's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, not something you want to go on this nice tropical vacation and be dealing with the majority of the time, right?
Not.
So they came to an agreement, and we told my little brother, we told our butcher, who we were still there helping Kevin clean it up.
Okay.
So he kept a few of us there, for another month.
Right.
To just get everything. There wasn't really much inventory, but there were supplies, and we wanted to paint the building inside. We wanted to kind of clean it up. So Chase and Amanda came by, and it was like, hey, we have an agreement. Kevin said we can post about it.
Oh my God.
We so Jill Bostrom wrote something up. We posted a picture of Chase and Amanda in front of the store with Jill's message that her and Kevin put together.
Yep.
And then we did a fun reel.
Love that. You know what I saw? The reel. Sorry, Jill.
And people, I think out of all of that, we had one negative person.
It was that lady with a different.
That lady was blocked, and any future profiles she may create are blocked as well. But so it was like somebody said, "I hate when businesses do this just to get money from." But
oh my!
But the thing is too with that is, if you really think about it, why would Chase and Amanda want to buy a business with zero inventory if they knew the whole time?
Exactly.
I don't think it's good for any business to announce its full closure and dissolution.
Right.
I just don't see the.
Well, we get people that there also are positive people that think we're geniuses. I've been
yes.
I've been complimented so many times on that was the craziest marketing that I've ever seen.
Oh Lord!
Like, well, that was just called documenting things in real time.
In real time,
as they happened.
That's just luck of the draw.
But yeah, so then we had a reopening date, which the day we announced we were coming back happened to be the same day that Chuck Norris passed away.
Oh, do you think it's related?
Well, part of me thinks Chuck Norris had to pass so Bostrom Farms could live.
Oh, no.
Live.
Poor guy.
It was an exchange with the Almighty.
Energy.
Yeah. I love that. Now,
I don't love it for Chuck, but
well, he's tough. He had other stuff to do. Yeah, he's a tough dude.
And so if I remember correctly, you kind of scheduled a grand reopening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So gave us time to get everything ready. And
did you paint?
We painted the inside just white, just like a fresh coat of paint.
A fresh coat.
But we did put a new floor in.
Ooh.
That was kind of an iconic floor that you had.
It was an iconic floor, but it had seen a lot of steps, right?
Yeah,
so it was an old floor, so you couldn't get those pieces anymore.
Sure.
Oh,
so it was tough to replace the ones that would crack. Mm-hmm. And one of the ideas we had was to freshen it up enough that it was new, but to keep it the same enough that you feel like you're still walking into the butcher shop that you were so bummed was leaving.
Yeah. Yes.
I love that.
So how was opening day?
It was pretty wild. It was
amazing.
Yeah, I feel bad for any customers that came in because I don't know how you shopped because it's not a big store, right? To begin with,
right?
But so standing room only. People really just and everybody already had freezers full of everything because they bought it when we were closing. So it was great, and it's funny because leading up to it, there was a day, and I was like, "Man, how's this going to go?"
Right. Because that's what my question was.
Then I quickly remembered we had just announced we were closing, and things were insane.
Right.
For 2 weeks straight.
Right.
So it was a breeze. It was a walk in the park, and it was nice because, and this is I guess a shout out to the team. Chase and Amanda and their family, they were all there. They were all ready to help.
Oh, nice.
And they kept coming up to me and they said, "What do you want us to do?" I was like, "Just enjoy the day. Just be happy to
wonderful.
shake people's hand. Like we've got this covered."
Right.
And that's not to discredit them because they're great, but like just take it all in and enjoy it. And everyone did great. We were busy. People were happy. It was a lot of fun. We had tastings. We did a giveaway.
I love that.
Cool.
And really like giving them a chance to acquaint themselves with the community on that side of things, like because they've been behind the supply chain kind of sort of, even though they have their shop, really nice to be able to give them a chance to meet all the people that come in.
Yeah. And, all the customers thanking them.
Yeah,
sure.
Right. Right.
Because unlike the closing crazy day that you had, where I'm sure we were having a lot of conversations, sort of like consoling people about their loss of Bostrom Farms and them consoling you about your loss of Bostrom Farms, you can kind of redo the whole thing, but with the exact opposite message.
Exactly. Yeah, it was. Someday Netflix will make a movie about this whole thing.
That's a trend right now.
Yeah,
on Instagram. We'll talk after. I know what your next video needs to be.
I think I've seen this.
Did you see
yeah.
All right. If you don't do it, you better jump on it.
Okay. Yeah, I've got another 2 days before the
2 days before
moves.
it's ancient. Oh man. Well, it should be a movie. I love the story. I want to know, how's it going? How many months in?
Yeah, and what were the initial hiccups as you were kind of transitioning into the new, expectations that customers had?
Well, so far so good.
Okay,
it's all going very good. Hiccup. I mean, the hiccups are things that, for instance, gift cards. We are choosing to honor gift cards that were already purchased.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right. So to do that, it's, I don't know, so merchant services. I don't know if that's a term you guys know. So we use Clover as our point of sale system. Yep. And then, we have to deal with this person, they transfer you to this person.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has to sign something for the gift cards to go through. So Kevin and Jill have to sign, Chase and Amanda have to sign, but the emails have to get to everybody. Right. And if they have the wrong email, then it's just a process.
That's a little messy. Yeah.
So we're just about there on the gift cards. Okay. But we're going to honor the previous ones. I actually had a guy call me from Naples, asked about the gift cards. I said, we're looking into honoring them. This was the first week. He said, well, that'll determine whether or not you lose a customer.
Oh, grow up.
And
grow up. You didn't even.
Yeah, I love the customers.
Yeah.
But a customer like that, and since me and this guy, we're cool now, by the way, but at that moment, I'm okay to lose a customer with that mindset.
Also, wait, this is a gift card? This guy has a gift card?
Yeah, half used. He only was able to use half of it.
So can we just point out the fact that this guy probably didn't even spend money on this gift card? It was probably gifted to him.
Yeah.
So you're going to be all swing your club around and be like, well, you might lose a customer. I don't think you were a customer, buddy.
Well,
the person that bought the gift card was
the customer. So he's called me now maybe 5 times.
And now you're friends?
Well, yeah. So we, at least I think we are. But
Rilla's not friends with him.
No.
He called me the one time and said, I know you're a meat market, but it's starting to smell a lot like fish. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, this is really fishy that you keep on stringing me along here. And I said, well, what benefit do we have? What benefit do I get out of telling you to not throw away your gift card?
Right.
And he kind of understood. Calls back another week later. He's like, can you take my gift card yet? I'm like, I was just emailing somebody today. Like, I'm genuinely trying to get this figured out. It's just, I'm the middleman between like 4 different people. 2 of those people are companies, right?
Right.
Like,
2 companies. Right.
He hangs up on me. And I
knew, call him right back.
And I called him right back.
A Facebook review.
Well, no, I called him right back and I said, I think this is John from Bostrom Farms. I think our call was lost.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
He said,
I love that.
I said, I wanted to make sure you didn't think I hung up on you.
Yeah.
And he said, no, John, I hung up on you.
Oh.
And I said, okay. Well, and he said, well, what is going on? I said, again, we are trying to do a nice thing that we don't have to do.
That many businesses would never.
And if we never reopened,
you would never.
Who would he be calling?
Yeah.
You know, he's just
the big meat market in the sky.
Dude, I'm just telling you, hold on to your gift card. Once we're clear, come and use it.
Right.
So he understood. I told him, I was like, I'm waiting on this and this and this. And he goes, I know how that can be. That's frustrating.
Okay, well, now I'm conflicted.
Yeah, so now me and this guy are going to get a beer sometime. Like,
I still don't like this guy, but line, I know you're a meat market, but it's starting to smell like fish.
He probably just wrote that down a couple of times.
Wow, that's a good one.
He probably chat GPT that one.
Before he called you up.
Wrote it down. Oh, I love that.
Practicing it in front of the mirror.
I kind of like that
I'm
line.
I'm gonna get this.
I'm gonna get this young whippersnapper.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, that I like a lot. But yeah, we all have that customer too, though. That like something is on the line, you're being held up somewhere along in your supply chain or something, and there's that one customer that's got to call like every 3 days. That's babysitting
because they're sure you're ripping them off.
They're certain.
Yeah, I had a book that was back ordered from the publisher for like a month. And the customer chose to pay for it on the front end. And then I went to order it and like, whoops, it's back ordered. So I called and explained the situation. Do you want me to refund your order or do you want to wait?
Right.
So she chose to wait. And then she calls the next week, where's my book? And then next week, where's my book? And I'm like, I'm expecting it to arrive this date that I told you a month in the future.
Right.
But
believe me,
I haven't forgotten about you.
I don't want to keep your book.
And your $19.95 is not going to, allow me to go on some tropical vacation. Right. I'm happy to refund it.
Oh, man.
If at any time you don't want to wait for it. Right. But it's not like I'm just going to take your money and run.
Right.
But whatever. People get ripped off all the time. They're mad at Nice Egg and they're taking it out on us.
That is so true. Mm-hmm. So
I'm just saying, like, it's okay to follow up on your money and to follow up on your gift card, but don't always assume that the small business owner or manager is just trying to rip you off.
But do always bring some clever quip.
Like,
and that kind of thing. I like that.
And I think sometimes people just, maybe they don't have a whole lot going on. So this is like the excitement for them.
Yeah,
so if
I get that. Sometimes I get a little excited when I have to call Nice Egg. Because I know I'm going to rattle their cage a little bit.
Those poor people who are not at fault.
Poor electric company.
But yeah, as far as hiccups go, really I guess, they had customers that they sold some meat to some restaurants before they bought Bostrom Farms. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to combine everything. So like at first, some of them, it's a different process than they were used to because we're trying to combine everything. Right. So like you're going to 2 of the same
systems and yada yada.
Yeah, like what are they doing that's good? What are we doing that's good? And combine them. So for some of them, that was a learning curve, I guess. But we're dialing all of that in.
Figuring out
So really the hiccups aren't there aren't many.
Well, how's it been for you having a new person at the top, like to answer to? Has it been like, do you feel like you're having to like get to know a new relationship, or do you feel like you had that well established enough? Like I feel like a little bit, it's like a new date or something. Yeah,
it's so I go back to always saying that if Kevin Bostrom didn't own Bostrom Farms,
let's dial into this.
I wouldn't do it. I would do something different.
Right.
I actually went to the same high school as Chase Brown, and he's a little bit younger than me. One of his older sisters graduated with me.
Okay.
We actually had a pretty heated presidential race in middle school.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
He's gonna get a kick of me saying that, but so yeah, it was. So I
What happened in the race? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
all right. So
Just
yeah, we'll tell that story.
Who
Yeah.
won?
Well, that's
John?
That is the
John?
That's the.
Was it rigged? It was rigged.
Well, I'm not going to. I will not say it was rigged. But so what happened was his older sister, Maddie, is her name.
Yeah.
She's a great person. But she was always like the class president, right?
Okay.
She was a really good student.
She was the establishment.
Yeah, exactly, right? So
Yeah.
I was like with my friends, and the teacher was going around and saying who wants to run for like the class office.
Ooh,
and then I was
upset.
like, oh, I'll do vice president. That'd be fun. So I go
Okay.
in, and she says, do you want to do president or vice president? I was like, oh, wait, I could just go right to run for president.
Dream bigger.
And
bigger,
she's like,
John.
yeah. So I did.
Yeah.
And like in school, I wasn't like the top of the class kid.
I don't believe
I was
it.
more of just like the have fun. I wasn't like really like rude to teachers or anything, but like we were like loud. We were, whatever.
You were raucous. You were the bad boy
So,
in this scenario.
so
The newcomer.
yeah, but I got really into it. So I
Yeah.
had like posters made and
course.
put them all over the school. And one of my friends had a vote for Pedro shirt, but he crossed out Pedro, wrote John Edson,
Classic
had all
John
these
Edson.
quotes
Yes,
from
yes,
former presidents.
yes.
He ended up having to wear that inside out. Because one of the teachers said that you can't wear
Can't do it.
false quotes on your shirt.
Oh,
I had
as a
stickers.
homeschooler, I think that's
We had
bananas.
stickers made. I had teachers put them on the clocks in their room. They had to get
Yes.
those taken down.
Okay.
So it was, it was just
It
this,
was
this
rigged.
battle.
It was rigged. It was rigged.
We did our speeches. It was a really like intense for an 8th grade presidential race.
Did you
right?
dance?
What
Did
was it?
anybody dance?
Did anybody dance? No.
You said vote for Pedro, so I'm
Well-
just thinking maybe there's a dance here. Maybe that's what's
That-
maybe you should have.
Well, maybe. But what happened was
Okay.
the day that it was announced, we were going to school, and just so happens me and Maddie were walking in at the same time.
Oh, this is the Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Right?
This would be good. So we were pulled into the principal's office, and it was the principal and the like home ec teacher who was in charge of the whole thing.
Okay.
And they said, all right, so we counted all of the votes. And in my head, I'm remembering, this was a long time ago, but I'm remembering it like they were up all night counting all the votes.
Yeah, they
The
were.
principal and
Yeah,
the
they
teacher.
were.
they're-
Yeah, they were.
So they get to the end, and it's a tie. Except they told us there's one 6th grade class that we didn't get to yet. So the choice is yours. We can leave it as a tie, or we can count this class and see who won.
Right.
So at this point, it was already like some of my friends were they're great guys, but real jerks. So like one time, Chase's mom, who's Maddie's mom, was like at a soccer game, and one of my friends walked up and said, "Vote for John Edson" to her. So then I went and apologized after the fact.
All right. Oh,
So
see?
at this point,
But
I was
that's
kind of like,
stand-up guy.
all right, you know what?
Probably won her vote.
Probably did.
I was like, you know what? At this point, I'm cool. So I looked over, and Maddie looked at me, and she said, "I'm okay with it if you are."
All right.
And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And they're like, all right, well, don't tell anybody because we're going to announce it on the morning announcemements.
Okay.
So everyone's hyped up. They know the results come in today. And
Yeah.
we're in class. And I kind of felt like a little bit like a sellout.
Yeah.
Right? Like my friends are all like, oh, dude,
Right.
you're
You're gonna
you got
crush
this one,
her.
man. And they say, and it was a tie in, booze in whatever class I was in.
Nobody's happy.
No one's happy.
Yeah. But it ended up being great because Maddie did just about everything. And I did an enchantment under the sea dance for the middle school from Back to the Future.
Incredible.
So it ended up, and it's
everybody was a winner.
everyone
And
was
a
winner.
loser.
Yeah, at the same time. Yeah, so it was cool. But yeah, that's
So you guys got history. You
yeah.
and the new.
So I didn't
the
really
new
know
and the boss
Chase
man.
very well because
Yeah.
he was, I don't know, maybe he's like 4 years younger than me, something like that. So I already like kind of knew them, and his wife is the same age as me, and I kind of knew her through.
Of
She went to a
her-
different school
yeah.
and stuff. So, but like it was appealing because for the last year or so, I've kind of known that Kevin and Jill were on their way out, like wanting to retire, looking into it. So it kind of felt like I was just hanging around, like hitting a wall. Like, what am I doing? Like the excitement I once had was kind of going away. It was kind of fading.
It's tough to feel like there's any growth there.
Yeah. Like what's coming next?
How can you,
so I also had a little bit of FOMO, right? Fear of missing out on what could happen if I left, right? Like watching it from a distance, it continues on.
Right.
And I've put like 11 years into it. And now now everything I always wanted it to be is going to happen, maybe.
Able to happen.
And now I'm off doing who knows what.
Selling phone books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone books. Yeah. That's a booming business. Yeah. That's a booming business, I heard. But, so
so those combined.
And I got to a point with the reactions that I did kind of look into it a little bit, taking it over.
Okay.
But I don't have a beef farm. There's a lot that goes into it. And right now, and I'm not going to do this, but I could go and do anything I wanted, right? There's the freedom of, I can still, I'm not, saying this, you guys own businesses, but like I could just go to
you could to
wherever, right, and just walk away,
sail the seven seas
with the
so it's like if I can, when it came up that Chase was interested too, I kind of really just backed out of it, because if I can stick around and do this and help this grow, he has the farm. It's a perfect situation for Chase and Amanda Brown. Maybe not a perfect situation for John Edson to buy, but if I can stay and be a part of the team
and inject your vision, and there's room for you to grow.
And I had a lot of freedom there with Kevin and Jill Bostrom, but maybe even more so now, it seems.
That's what I wondered. Like, how is that dynamic? Is it feel like it's more? I was wondering about that. Does it feel like you're more observed or less observed, or like you have more agency, like you just said?
Yeah. So I guess if you were to look at it, like I started at Bostrom Farms when I was 20. I'm going to be 32 in August.
Me too. What day?
28th.
26. Cute. Cute.
So Kevin and Jill kind of watched me grow up in Bostrom Farms, right? So, and they gave me a lot of freedom, a lot of trust,
of course,
but at the same time, maybe more of a, I don't want to say like parent over.
So proud of you. Look how far you've come.
But also like, but this is how you do it, right?
Right.
Which I'm super thankful for, because I've learned a lot from Kevin and Jill. Now it's like I graduated.
Yes.
And Chase and Amanda have a lot of trust, it seems, in me to make the right decision.
Because now you're the expert, whereas before it was like Jill and Kevin were the experts, really, in a sense.
And Kevin had a good line when we were on the phone the other day, because he'll still call. I have some great voicemails from Kevin since the closing. But we were talking about it, and he said that we all kind of grew up in this business. Like we all were figuring it out together. And now, like I said, it's like graduating, and now it's like, okay, well, we had all of that time to learn this. So now I feel I know it really well.
Right.
There's always stuff to learn, right? I don't want to sound like a real jerk here saying I know it all. But
no.
But I think Chase and Amanda trust me enough, and I trust myself enough.
That's key.
To make the right decisions.
Yeah, that's huge. And how long has Bostrom been in business before it changed ownership?
It was like 13 years.
Okay, so in my mind, when I think about a very small business, I think about that first 10, at least it feels that way in my business that is turning 7. I feel like 10 to 15 years is like the toddler learning to walk phase of a business. And then kind of to what your point is, you clear that, and then you're like, okay, now you can run. Now you know what works. Now you have some capital to play with. Now you have some ideas, some staff, some things are kind of locked in enough to take some chances and get some ideas out.
And
there.
that's what's kind of cool for Chase and Amanda is buying this business. Everyone that worked at Bostrom Farms before still works at Bostrom Farms.
Oh, that's great.
And we actually brought back this girl, Ava, who was with us for like 4 years. And she just started back like a week or two ago. So everyone knows what they're doing, which is nice.
Wonderful. Yeah. It's so valuable to have a team that knows it. Yeah. I mean, looking to circle all this back to what Beth and I are working on right now, taking over the flower shop, it's similar, not the same, but hopefully we're going to be able to bring us a similar vibe to it. Like, it's well established. People know what they're doing there. They've been operating. They're well loved in the community. And the next step, it's exciting to be a part of that next step because we don't have to do all that beginning, like learn to walk phase with this business.
Yeah.
And
we have experience with point of sale. We know where we're going to get our shopping bags from. We know about sales floor layout and things like that. These are all things that you experiment with when you're a young business.
Yeah. We're familiar with the market.
Exactly.
Like the community,
you know the community.
like the community market.
You know who your customers are.
Right. And and so that makes it so much more exciting because so much time, I think, in that first 10 years of working in a small business, owning a small business is devoted to all those things. Like just learning, getting in the groove, figuring out, which POS you want to use, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
I think that's a great part of the reason why we wanted to have you on, John, is because we are purchasing a business that is fully staffed right now.
We purchased it, Beth. It's done.
It's real now, I guess.
It's real.
And I kind of worry about a little bit stepping on toes. That's my own personal fear because these guys have established routines. They have ways that they do things. And who are we to kind of wander in and be like, okay, move this here and do this now. And this is how we're going to do this. So I think it could easily lead to, I don't know, a little bit of sour feelings.
Yeah. Well, and I think as far as Bostrom goes, if some of the other people that were interested had taken it over, probably we would have that problem.
Yes.
Chase has said, and Amanda both have said to me a handful of times, they'll say something or suggest something and say, maybe I'm overstepping here, but what do you think about this?
Yeah.
And I always answer with, first of all, you own this place. You're not overstepping. This is yours.
Right.
But then I'll give my response. So that's a really good dynamic. But it goes like both ways, right? Like, so I would, the staff has to accept the new ownership, and obviously the new ownership has to accept the staff.
Right.
So on our end, it's, I don't think it could have been two better people to take over Bostrom Farms.
So you were familiar with Chase and Amanda. How about the staff as a whole? Were they all familiar, or was it just you mostly because you'd done orders with them and whatnot?
Yeah. Well, like our butcher that we have, I think, is like kind of knew them a little bit, not really, but like knew of them or has like friends that know them. But yeah, other than that, I mean, Chase actually worked for Kevin when Kevin had his pig farm when Chase was in high school.
That's funny.
So that's another connection
link.
too.
Yeah.
And that's partially how everything happened so quickly. Was a lot of it is trust and handshakes at first. Right. Because Kevin said to Chase and me and Amanda, if we're doing this, you guys got to open right back up.
Right.
Because you don't want to miss a beat because people can go somewhere else.
And they'll forget. People's attention spans are short.
Yeah. So, but Chase and Amanda are very laid back, and nice people.
Yeah.
But also, obviously, they have to be pretty smart people because they have a successful business of their own before jumping into this one.
Right. That's crazy. How is it? Do you ever? You said he was 4 years younger than you. Does it feel weird? He's just a baby bossing you around. No.
Well, it would probably feel weird if he actually were bossing me around. It's,
right. Okay.
It's very much like a situation where, and he might listen to this and be like, not at all, man.
He's going to listen to this and be like, I need to boss John around more. I need to boss this guy around.
What is he doing talking about my business like this? But, I mean, we all went out after the grand reopening.
Oh, love it.
So we were out, in Geneva until 2 a.m.
I love it.
I think there's a mutual respect. So it hasn't been weird or awkward.
Everybody has their lane, it sounds like.
Yeah. And it's, I understand they own this place. Mm-hmm. And they so far seem to be giving me the respect of that I've been there doing it.
They understand that you run the place. They own the place. You have run the place for a long time.
Essentially, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this is not a podcast for advice, of course.
No, we would never.
But if you were to offer any advice, we would, of course, edit it out. No.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I want to know truly if you have advice for Marilla and I as we change the guard.
The guard.
Yeah. Well, as far as the staff goes, I said we had that meeting for like 2 hours before they really were like, okay, we want to do this.
Right.
And I won't go over everything we went over, but we pretty much covered everything as far as maybe not everything, but like dynamics and what to expect.
From staff and whatnot.
From staff. And I know, one of our staff is my little brother who's been there a very long time. I've got a good idea on what he's looking for.
You're like, cut him first.
Yeah, get rid of him. But and then the butcher we have started in the store. He went to high school with my little brother.
Yeah.
Also with Ava. They all are friends. I've got a good understanding of what, and I've talked with all of them, so I'm not just assuming I know everything they want. But it comes down to everybody wants to. You have to go to work, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to feel respected in your job. And I think that goes a long way, and especially when you're coming in and buying a business that already has staff members.
Yeah.
You can't just come in and, be a total jerk to them.
Right.
Unless they deserve it, then, maybe they shouldn't be there to begin with.
Right.
But I think a mutual respect goes a really long way. And especially when it's a new dynamic like that.
I think humility is important.
I think so too.
Because I think a lot of people would just like kind of strut on in and be like, I'm flipping over tables and I'm going to tell you guys how it's done now.
Yeah.
And without the humility of recognizing that this business has been operating for a long time without you.
Yeah.
Douche canoe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the other conclusion that I'm drawing from this is that we should probably just have John run the flower shop.
What's it going to take, John?
What's it going to take? We could have a cooler with meat in there.
I hope none of the flower shop employees are listening to this, Marilla.
Oh my God, we don't like this guy.
I'm saying replacing me, not them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
No, I'm hopeful that the staff will stay on for as long as they want to.
Yes, we have been spending a lot of time trying to get to know that. And we're still in that process. I mean, like you said, there was a lot of handshake situations for a while because really the nuts and bolts of transferring a business takes a long time. Yeah.
So many details.
And so, we've gotten a lot of details out of the way. We have purchased it. But yeah, we're still in the getting to know you phase. And like you said, Beth, the humility I think is a huge thing. Mm-hmm. I always want to be that way, and I value that in other people. And just hearing that, the mutual respect between the staff and the ownership goes a long way is encouraging, because that I can do. That I have in spades. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of respect for any business that survives decades and decades and decades of time.
But to speak to the newness and the freshness of it, every business needs that. Eventually, Marilla's will need that. Eventually, Stomping Grounds will need that. Eventually, hopefully, the flower shop will need that again.
Yeah.
And there's...
I have a question about freshness.
Okay.
You want to finish that?
No, by all means.
Okay, great.
Keep it. It's your show, really.
Okay, great. I just wanted to confirm after all that humility talk, I could just say what I wanted. I'm wondering if you feel, John, do you feel like you can make changes, like it's a fresh start and you can really like implement some of these like fresh ideas that you have?
To do that?
Are you empowered to do that? Or do you feel because it's the same space, same business, a little bit bound by, like, is there any kind of tension there with your customers? I don't mean ownership.
Yeah.
I mean like your customer perception of what you guys are. The floor is a good example.
So glad that you got to ask it.
I'm so glad I interrupted you.
Yeah, so there were
Sorry,
actually
Les.
certain things that we were doing that maybe I didn't think were as important as they were.
Okay.
So, like the way we do our specials at first, it was tough because we're trying to keep our store stocked because there was no inventory. So we didn't really put anything on sale the first couple of weeks. And I always knew this. Everybody likes a sale, right? Especially when you're grocery shopping.
All right.
But I was like, okay, well, maybe we'll do like 2 or 3 things on sale, see how it goes. The customers were very cool and nice about it. And that's what you listen to, right? You don't listen to the jerks that are yelling at you. But they were like, hey, John, what about the specials, man? Like, I always loved how you guys did this and this. It's like, oh, well, that's easy enough to continue doing because it's the same people. So some things that like I kind of was like experimenting with switching up a little bit, I've reverted back to.
Okay.
But and as far as changing anything, I think the fact that we have the same staff
Helps a lot.
helps a lot because it would be changing stuff, doing things new, but it's just like how it should go. It's like it's
Right.
just like the natural flow of maybe how the business would go
And grow.
So as far as like change, like we have a lot of cool ideas
Right.
that people should be pretty excited about.
Yeah.
But as far as changing goes, we still do just about everything the same. We've added some new products to try out. Some things we're like, maybe we were right to never have this, and some things are going great.
Right.
But yeah, nothing. I don't think anything that's really going to bother the regular customers.
Yeah.
Because people like something new. You get so
They
many
do.
regulars that pop in. It's nice to have something different on the shelf, or you're doing something different because it keeps it fresh.
Right.
But to have the same faces is really important because that you each have your own relationships with your own customers.
Right.
And I think if the customers were coming in and seeing a completely new set of faces, it would kind of ruin the connectivity.
Well, our last day that we were open as Bostrom Farms, before any of this was like official, that we were reopening, we hardly had anything for sale in the store. Maybe like 2 pork bellies left.
And some suet.
Some suet. Kevin Bostrom brought in coffee and donuts for the customers. We only had me, my little brother, and our butcher that had been there a long time. We were the only ones there.
Right.
There was really nothing to do other than say goodbye to the customer. And we had a lot of people that just came in to say goodbye.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they didn't plan on coming in to buy anything at all. We brought Ava back recently, and people were really excited about that. And that had nothing to do with the Bostroms or Chase and Amanda Brown.
Right.
That's just ended up working out really well that she needed a job. But
yeah, it's also connectivity from quote unquote old Bostrom to new Bostrom.
Yeah.
Look, they're bringing back, these people. We had a little bit of that. Like when I went on, it was funny because when I went on maternity leave, like for real, right about that time. Well, maybe not when I fully left, but around the time when I was getting ready to be gone for longer stretches, Haley, who was our manager for years down at the Geneva store, ended up needing a job. And she was like, do you have any hours? And Haley came back, and now she's doing part-time stuff as a new mom herself. And people just love to see it because anytime there's change, like, oh, Marilla's going to be out for the count for a little while, but Haley's back, and that's so exciting. And it's just, I think familiar faces provide a lot of safety and connectivity and stability.
We've said it before. People shop small businesses in part because they appreciate the relationship with the people.
Yep.
And if you lose that, if you shake up that that safety and that friendliness, then you're in trouble. So they were smart to retain you. And
we kept the name too, because a lot of people were unsure if we were going to do that. But if you change the name, it feels almost like a different business a little bit. I know you guys are. I heard you guys talking about that maybe on one of the.
We'll attack that maybe in a future episode.
We do have to tackle that, but I have changed the name with the same business, and it's a hell of a time. But there's pros and cons. I would absolutely keep Bostrom.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what they were. Buying, right?
Yeah.
Is the name recognition.
Right, identity.
For sure.
And they have a great reputation at Hamberlin. So people are excited. It's a really good, what is the line Kevin used on the phone with Chase? A good marriage. The two businesses.
Yes. Someday you'll combine the names like when people get married and they don't want to change their last name, so they just mush them together.
Well, yeah, we're open to suggestions. We've got like a Tamberlane beef at Bostrom Farms concept we have going on.
Bostrom by Tamberlane.
It's like that. Yeah.
A boutique.
Yeah, do like a bacon scented cologne.
Yes.
That's part of the new ideas you guys are generating over there.
We're going nuts.
Churning them out.
Kevin's listening. He's like, no, don't do that.
No idea is a bad idea, Kevin.
No idea is a bad idea, Kevin. And people like the floor?
They don't notice it. What? People come in and it's insane because it's all we notice. Because, like I said, it was getting old. It's cool floor. My grandma was bummed that we changed it because she said that's how the butcher shops used to be when she was growing up. But we have 2 TVs now. We got rid of the chalkboards. We've got a cool longhorn skull on the wall. But people come in and they say, you didn't change anything. What do you mean, man? Look down. Look up. 2 TVs.
We got to go harder. We got to go harder with our redesign.
But, we kind of wanted that.
Yeah.
You come in and it feels familiar.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, John, how has it been being on the podcast again?
It's been great. As you know, I listen to every episode as they come out. Every episode. Yep. Haven't missed one. So
super fan,
it's an honor to be on. I don't want to be weird, but
don't worry, you are.
I am. No. Don't worry, we are too.
A fan.
You're among friends.
Well, the first time you were on, did you have any thoughts after you listened to your own episode? Like, was it weird hearing your own voice on?
Oh well, I don't know who likes to hear their own voice.
Right.
But I did like the episode. I mean, I listened to it. I posted it on our Bostrom Farms Facebook. I sent it out in an email. But I thought it was cool. That was great. And you always think of things you could say.
Oh, yeah.
Fact.
I know. It's all right. We're going to revisit every topic and you can come back for Death Part 2.
Hey, I'll be here.
All right. Thank you for being here, John.
Thanks,
it was
John.
A pleasure.
Chat about the biz. It is the way it is. Thank you for understanding.
We sincerely thank you for understanding. Please visit us at tyfupod.com to learn more about the show, share prompt ideas, or tell us about your own small business experiences. We may include your story in a future episode. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube at TYFUpod or at tyfupod.com. Our theme music was composed by Marilla Gonzalez. The show is produced by Kelly Walker. Too bad for Kelly Walker. It's a real Solomon kind of moment.
Right.